Hello everyone, and welcome back again to Let's Play Disgaea, Hour of Darkness. We're on episode 10 here. If I remember correctly, the way we ended episode 9 was we were in the middle of a chapter where we were hunting down this kid's pets, who just all happened to be zombies. We're trying to reacquire his pets for him in order to prove to Etna that we are worthy of being the Overlord. I mean, I don't know why our vassals get to make that decision as opposed to us. I'm the Overlord and I say so, but okay. I do suspect this will be a pretty short episode. I believe I'm going to play out the rest of this chapter, go through the end of chapter and beginning of chapter storyline stuff, and then probably call it there. So I'm anticipating about 30 to 40 minutes or so. One other quick thing before we get started is I've really been struggling with the latency issues we've been battling for the last couple of episodes. In fact, I started to record an episode 10, and then during the next map we go on to, it got really bad. We're talking about like less than 50% of normal play speed, including all the audio distortion that goes with that. It was pretty bad. So I took a couple of hours and did some serious diagnostics and some affinity setting and blah 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 blah. I won't bore you with the technical stuff, but I tentatively think that this should be working. I did some stress tests on it and seemed to work. There's still like little intermittent slowdowns here and there, just a tiny little bit, you know, slight hiccups. But I think it's significantly better in terms of, you know, not having 5 or 6 or 30 seconds where everything's slowing down quite a bit. So, with that said, we will go ahead and get into it and see if this keeps going as well as I would like it to. Now this map, like I said, I tried to record this episode once before, and this map is pretty interesting. I horribly failed it the first time, primarily because I didn't notice that these lava tiles actually are considered colored tiles. So you can see here these geocrystals are that you cannot lift anything in the green squares, nor can you enter or cross these tiles. So I had originally been thinking that the plan was either to run over here and kill these gems, or to throw people across. You can't do ranged combat, because standing on these tiles says take 20% of your maximum health as damage every turn, and you can't cast spells. So ordinarily, I mean otherwise I could just like park a mage right here and blow these all up with spells. But yeah, so, excuse me, it's basically get to the other side of the map as quickly as possible. And I'd been thinking maybe throwing across, but I did not, as I keep saying. I did not realize these were colored tiles, and you cannot throw across these. So the only viable way to do this map is to kill the geocrystals over on this side. The other geocrystal, which is the no lifting tile, really isn't that big of a deal. You really just need to be able to get to this side of the map. So we're pretty much going to run over here and kill this geocrystal, and then clear out these zombies. And I don't think it'll be too hard. The zombies themselves are only level 20 or so, and most of my guys are higher level than that. The one other extra thing is that... let's see, where is it? That's not who I want. No, let's use Axel. The one really serious oddity about this map is that you are also silenced on these red tiles. You cannot use abilities. That's not what I meant to do. Meant to lift the other person. You may not use abilities while you are standing on the red squares. So, I mean, I guess I just said that with the explaining that the mages wouldn't be able to do anything. But the really super important part of that is that even clearing out this geocrystal is not going to be exceptionally fast, because I cannot just one-shot it with abilities. I'm going to have to just kill this with normal attacks. So this team, essentially, these 5 are going to focus on getting that done. Just setting up that throw chain just to get everybody in, to get as many people over to this side as we can. Because as soon as we kill this geocrystal next turn, we're just going to want to rush for this other side of the gate here. That means probably our ninja as well should get over in position to make a break for it. And our mages, I think, are too slow to do anything useful. It's going to take them 3 turns just to get to somewhere they can cast, so we will not move them out. Let's see. We will go ahead and park this sword user here, just in case we happen to get some extra combo damage. We did not. But thankfully the gem died, so we can now cross the barrier. We don't really need to go that far past the barrier. We really just need to get into the green tiles or further than that. We'll go ahead and move Teemo out of the way as well. We don't want him taking that 20%. And get Laharl over here, and that should be my turn. It is somewhat amusing to me that these zombies are behaving the way that they are, just because they're zombie twistering themselves into an area where they're going to be taking damage at the end. This should be not too difficult to finish up. And these guys have 0 counter rating. Can she Blade Rush through here? Yes, she can. So we're going to step Seal out of the way, just so she doesn't get hit by this. And then she ought to be able to just Fists of Fury this guy down. Is there any way I can kill this guy from a distance? Do I have anyone that can do that? Not really? I think Laharl could step here and do like an Overlord's Wrath, actually. But to do that, we need Belle to get out of the way. And she already acted. Easy. And then I think Etna, probably, because she's lower level, will get this kill with a simple Colossal Fissure. We'll bring our Nekomata over, just so she's in position to participate in the next half of the fight. Zombies puking on us everywhere. They are missing though, so maybe these zombies would learn a thing or two from babies. Babies have that whole projectile vomiting thing going down, right? Maybe baby zombies is the way to go. And I think if Laharl stands 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, I think here he can wind cutter this and only hit the zombie. Yes, that's right. Not bad. And I believe that will do it. This other zombie on the right, he's just going to be walking his way through that area that he's going to be taking 20% damage. So we can just assume he's dead. Come to think of it, I can actually go ahead and kill him with one of our mages, just because... Oh, apparently this tile is actually silenced. For some reason I was thinking the base tile is not... base panel? For some reason I was thinking the base panel was not a colored tile, but I was mistaken. Pretty easy? Well, not super easy, but doable. Just heal everybody up, save our game, and run straight into the next one. Oh, we should probably claim this prize. King's Orb. That's quite a lot of magic stats. Of all of my mages, Flonne has both the lowest mana and the lowest intelligence. So I guess we'll give her the King Orb. Which means I should go ahead and heal again, now that she has extra mana. Off to the Crimson Plains. That's kind of true, but mostly because we're over-leveled. They're like Legos, right? Lego zombies. I feel like that... Why is that not a thing? Okay, I haven't paid that close of attention to Legos and Lego sets recently, but there should totally be, like, a mad scientist pack where it's all body parts and stuff. Just don't start calling me Sid. I'm not that twisted and maniacal. Interesting tiles. Plus attack and defense, minus attack and defense. So basically take these 4 tiles and hold them. That will be easy. We'll go Laharl, Etna. I'm just picking all of my lowest level characters here. Bell, and Seal. We're mostly just going to be sitting on our butts while they play out their animations here. I think one of these days I should probably give my Nekomata an orb, because she's really struggling for mana right now. Just give her something to boost her mana so she can practice her abilities a little bit. How do I want to do this? Laharl can actually just Blazing Knuckle to hit everyone around him. And Etna will Colossal Fissure this guy. We'll see how this lands. I might bring somebody else out on the base tile to, like, do heals or something, but we'll see how this lands. You know, the other thing is, I can actually... Oh, I cannot move Laharl off the map again. I forgot about that. I don't think there's any need for heals, so we'll just end our turn. It's funny, right? In that actually puking on me does significantly less damage than the poison effect if they manage to tag me with that. Right? All of these abilities do 0, but then the poison does 30 to 40 damage. Sort of aggravating. I'm gonna move Laharl out of the way here. Have Etna practice Colossal Fissure against this guy. And bring Musashi out, because Musashi is actually, relatively speaking, a bit behind Laharl here. And I guess, for healing, we'll just have Flan do a Power of Love ability here.
Lord,
This is just an AoE straight around her. Yeah, I do get like those intermittent hiccups, but it's not too bad. Apparently this is just like the vomit mound now, you know? Everybody herk up on your, on the mound. We gotta make these red tiles green. Hurry up and puke on them some more. I really want her to hurry up and get another couple of levels on her sword. Like, I think she needs to be done with Hurricane Slash. Get that upgrade. Now I think we can just triple strike this guy. I would like to have Tiger Charged him, but can't do that from this position, unfortunately. And our Espoir area of effect. I don't know if there's any point in doing this, because we're just getting vomited on left and right. I might just have to, what's the word I'm looking for here? Concede the point. Reconcile myself to being poisoned. But we'll see. Wow, neither of them got poisoned again. I think he should get that kill. No, not quite. She should be able to get this kill, I think. Might as well practice her rapid kick. I do wish these abilities, like weapon abilities, would show you what their power magnification is. Like, if you look at spells, right, it says over on the right, power percentage, range area, etc., etc., etc. I wish it would do that for weapons. Like, take your axe level, your ability level, or not your axe level, I'm sorry, your axe mastery, plus your ability level, and all of those multipliers, and just tell you, oh, this does this much percentage of damage. I suppose I could probably look it up somewhere, and then have like a little table handy, but I feel like that would be a whole lot of extra work for not that much value added. especially later on when I have close to, when I have close to infinite mana, I feel like I'm just always going to use whatever the best fitting ability is for the situation. The strongest ability that hits the correct target zone, so its actual percentage is a little bit irrelevant. Excuse me. What's that? And we'll bring both of my Axe users out just to lay some serious hurt on this guy. I think I'll plan on killing him this turn. If this doesn't kill,
Finish this.
This should be dead. Easy. Ooh, rare axe. Where does that fit in the tier of axes, though? See, we have a steel axe, which is 81 attack, and this is 82 attack. Now, I know all of our axes are approximately the same level. Like, this one is 95 and negative 17. This is 81 and negative 17, but has some extra defense on it. So we compare that to this. And the attack is fine, but we lose the defense and gain HP, and I just don't feel like HP is as valuable of a stat as defense is at this point. We'll give it another quick save. And hop on into the next mission. Ember of Dreams, I'm guessing, is the last one. So many zombies! Exactly. Well, zombies are by definition a horde, you know? Did you, like, create a super zombie? Is that what happened here? Looks like a super zombie to me. Apparently not that fast. Can't forget the horse wiener. Look out, everybody! He's got a horse wiener! And he knows how to use it. Does he actually... Does this guy, like... which zombie is it? Is it one of these zombies? He actually has a horse wiener. And Mahogany's brain. And Hercules' body. Those are probably decent items to steal. Maybe I can come back and steal those later. Anyway, let's see. Green tiles have defense plus 100, so don't fight anything while it's on green. So I suppose we'll just step out Laharl and maybe one other person and lure some enemies in. Immediately puked on. Why am I not surprised? Double poison. We'll have one do an Espoir to heal them of their poison. And then we'll go to town on these guys. Should be about like this for a wind cutter. And then... How does that work? I guess this'll do. We'll just do like this and see how things stand. And that leaves just one zombie left, and I will conserve mana just for a minute.
Die! Eat this! Eat this! Go!
I think that should do it for now. I'm not quite, I don't have 10 people on the map just yet, but I don't think I need the other 4 out. I mean, the only thing that's going to happen if I move more guys out is I'm going to take more area of effect damage, so... Especially since the people I have left are primarily mages, there's just no reason to move them out right now. Let's see here. What's obstructing this? Might be a height restriction, up and down 12. Can hit that way. Can hit that way. Maybe your area of effects can't include the base panel? That's my only guess. So in that case... How do we want to do this? These two are actually in a line. It's a little bit difficult to tell, but there's a line here. But these two are in a diagonal. So I'm going to focus on this one for physical damage, because these two will die cheaply to spell users. Yes, he is in fact dead, Etna. Drop dead. He's already dead. You're dead! Yes, he is. Very observant. Still, all of these zombies are weak to ice. And we actually want Flan to get the kill if she can. Ellie's gonna have to move out to do this. I actually learned something really interesting about the damage formula in this game. I looked that up the other day, and it's interesting because as the combo counter increases, excuse me, the amount, like your magic attack or your attack or whatever stat you're testing it against, goes up by 10% for each combo count you're at. So right now, Flan's intelligence is up 20% for this. But it also decreases enemy resistance by the same amount, so you actually get like a double bonus from doing combos, and that's pretty interesting. It means I've what the heck? Up 6, down 6. She should be able to hit that. Maybe it means not more than 6. Anyway, we'll put her where Musashi is then. Excuse me, what was I saying? Oh, that means I've been wildly underestimating the value of the bonus damage off of combo effects. I mean, it's still something you want to play around, actually. Like, if you want a specific person to be getting a kill, you don't, you know, set it up so that you're going to hit one guy with 10 attacks, right? And the person you want to get the kill is 10th. You need to be careful, because by the time that 9th person is hitting, they're doing a lot of extra damage, and it's a little bit risky that they'll secure that.
Here I come.
Alright. Should be good. I'll bet you Kasumi gets vomited on here. Nope, not quite. We'll actually have Laharl move up onto the plus defense squares. And I know this guy still has counters he can do, so I will go ahead and attack. That way, he'll counter me, and I'll counter him, and I will get the most damage out that way.
Go.
Now, I am noticing, it seems, relative to what we were doing earlier, we are not having any of those latency issues that we were struggling with in previous episodes. No. Quite happy about that. But it does seem like there's an occasional stutter, but I will definitely take an occasional, like, half-a-second stutter over intermittent, prolonged latency. I don't know about the rest of you. Such is the nature of emulating, unfortunately. And we're going to go ahead and surround this guy, just so he can't get to our mages. We'll have Flan, I think, put on some heals. Now, she is gonna... Does she have Giga Heal? Technically, yes, but she doesn't actually need it. I just don't have people with enough health that we need a Giga Heal right now. She's probably gonna miss the ninja just because his speed is so high. Yeah. But that's okay. The main target was Belle anyway. I think Ellie might have died here. Ooh, so close. Zombie puke is so irritating. How do I want to address this? I think the first thing we do is move Flan out of the way, because these guys are close to being in a diagonal formation, which would be mana efficient for my mages to... Ooh. New fist ability. Super expensive, costs 80. But yeah, our ninja can displace this guy by one square, so he'll be in a diagonal formation. And then... might as well have Flan go ahead and Giga Ice these two. See how that turns out. Not that great. Apparently they have pretty high resilience. Resistance? Whatever it is. Well...
Eat this.
How do I want to do this? think something like this will be ideal. To get those two healed up. And then we'll recall her just so she's not standing there. Musashi's moved. Our Ronin has not moved, so she can probably snag this kill. And get a level up for it. And let's see if our Nekomata can kill this guy. Not enough mana for that anymore. And that's that little hiccup I mentioned. Then Laharl can just snag this kill. I actually learned something else interesting when I was looking at the damage formula that I really only just mattered because I just did it. But which direction an opponent is hitting you from also affects how much damage you do. If you hit someone from the sides or back, I think if you hit from the sides, you do 10% more damage, and if you hit from the back, you do 20% more damage, if I'm remembering that correctly. But it's quite a bit, to say the least. Alright, we're going to go ahead and surround this guy. Because this guy hits pretty hard. He's weak to ice, so we'll bring out Teemo, who we're not using very much, primarily because he's the highest level of everybody on our team. So, let's see. Can I charge this? Yes, I can.
I'll finish this. Be gone.
Him being the highest level means he's the last person I want to be giving experience to. Or the first. I mean, if you go for the philosophy that it's better to have one ridiculously badass character than it is to have everybody sort of reasonably equally strong, then that's the wrong choice. But we're pretty much playing for this philosophy. Because having just one really strong guy is pretty boring. I think that would be pretty boring to watch.
Here I come.
Can she do it? Not quite. Well, Bell will secure that kill. Secure that kill then. And this guy is now totally not surrounded. We just have to move Kasumi out of the way, and then Laharl can get in the way. Now, he'll probably Zombie Twister out. You can do a Zombie Twister along probably this line in order to hit 2 people. Let's make sure that's only 3 people. Only 2 people. Etna's in a really bad way for healing. My mages are getting pretty strong. I mean, I guess she's level 29, but still, 300 damage for a spell, which can be area of effect, is pretty honkin' good. Is there anybody that can still act? Looks like no. Like I said, pretty sure he was zombie twistering down that direction. And we'll go ahead and have Seal secure this. Bonk. No level up, though. New staff is nice. We'll see how that fits in.
どうだ全部捕まえてやったぞ
Well, they're sort of in a giant mushy pile, but yeah.
これで文句はなかろうなんだクソガキ文句があるのかありがとう魔王様
That's right.
これも魔王の
We are the Overlord.
それと悪魔ならありがとうはよせ礼がしたいのなら体で払ってもらおうか
I don't think that means to him what it means to us. Yes, Etna's got it.
バカ者大人になったら俺様の家来になって働けという意味だ
Exactly.
はい魔王様
He will be our chief constructor.
はい魔王様
He will assemble our zombie army for taking over the rest of the realms. And lo and behold, we've become the instigator of the zombie apocalypse.
あの小僧俺様のことを魔王様と呼んだぞどうだエドこれでお前も俺様を魔王と認めるだ
10 bucks says she says no.
まあ一応合格点ってとこですかね
Close enough.
これからも落第しないようにせいぜい気をつけてくださいね
お前な
厳しい採点ですね
It's okay. As Laharl gets older, he'll come to understand. Just
でも
don't let other people convince you that you have to prove yourselves to them.
ずいぶん印象が変わってきたわいろんな人たちと接していく中で
You must make people accept the reality of your overlordness. You can't convince them you're an overlord. You just do it.
ラハールさんたちと出会って変わった気がする
What's that meme? Just do it!
誰しも心を通わせれば多くのことを学び成長していけるものなのね天使も悪魔もこのことを天使様たちに伝えれば悪魔が必ずしも悪ではないことを理解してもらえるかもしれない
I mean, he's acquired more power. I don't know if I'd say his heart's opening up.
いつか
Of being an overlord. And who do we think is introing the next episode? Etna?
これまで
Etna!
今までに影が薄かったプリニーたち
Yes!
しかし彼らには隠された秘密
Are
があっ
the
た
Prinnies going to betray us
知って
next?
るから秘密なんすよ
プリニーたちの邪悪な魂が一つになった時幻の合体スーパーロボプリニガー X に変身するのだ
そんな能力
Apparently they're like the Power Rangers
プ
now?
リニガー渦巻きプラズマ超それプリニガーオーロラ三角キーそこでよプリニガー回転トリガーか
They all join together to become a giant mecha. I would pay money to see that battle.
マッドサイエンス美少女エトナ第8話
Lovely mad scientist Etna. She's after my heart.
え死ぬんすか俺たち
大丈夫プリニガー X はプリニガー Z になって新しく生まれ変わるのよ
だからそんな能力ないっつうの
And we will give that a save. Where are we saving right here? Here we are. But now, the real beginning of the chapter.
赤い月赤い月罪を犯したものだもの汚れを清める赤い月今宵は誰
So I remember that the Prinnies are basically in purgatory, sort of.
歌
I wonder now, if this is the episode where Prinnies get reincarnated, or I should say the chapter of the game where Prinnies get reincarnated. Is this a good thing, then, that we didn't use the Prinnies from the beginning of the game? Would they be leaving our army? That would be unfortunate. Maybe the game's way of saying, hey, quit using the newbie classes, get something else.
プリニーさん、こんな時間にどちらへ？
あいつらを止めちゃいけないよ。
え？
あいつらのことはそっとしといてやっておくれ。
It's a special Prinnie.
あいつらはやっとのことで償いを終えたんだからね。私たちにできるのはあいつらの次の人生が幸福であることを祈ってやることだけさ。
あ、もしかしてこれが有名な夜逃げっていうものかしら。
Well, they're like demon penguins, so I don't think they fly by anything. I'm trying to imagine reincarnated souls as like demon penguins flying through the sky of the netherworld. I just can't take that very seriously.
なんだい？
あなた、他のプリニーさんと雰囲気が違いますよね。もしかして私がペンダントをなくして苦しんでいた時に薬をくれた方では？
If she says yes, I'm gonna be upset, because she clearly looks different from the other Prinnies.
さあ、何のことだい？
でも他のプリニーさんと言葉遣いが全然違いますよ。
何のことっすか？私、いや、俺みんなと一緒っすよ。
One of the things that some people might be missing is the gender on the term that this Prinnie is using to refer to itself. Most of them have referred to themselves as ore, which is a masculine Japanese for self, whereas she's been using atashi, which is a feminine one.
わかりました。何か事情がおありなんですね。じゃあこれは私の独り言です。ありがとうございました。
フロンさん。フロンさんが来てから殿下はちょっと変わったみたいっすね。
え、そう思います？
She has a quote-unquote corrupting influence.
よかった。私って思い込みが激しいとか都合のいい解釈をするってよく言われるので自信がなかったんです。でもあなたもそう思うなら思い込みじゃないですよね。間違いなくラハールさんは愛に目覚め始めています。
That's obviously what it means.
やっぱり愛って素晴らしいですね。
I agree, just for completely different reasons.
そうね。第8話リインカーネーション。
La la la.
なんだと？
だからプリニーが何匹か消えたんですよ。
They flew by night, obviously.
そんなの知りませんよ。殿下の待遇が悪いから逃げ出したんじゃないんですか？
Can you imagine if reincarnation day was like the night before payday? Wouldn't that be obnoxious?
確かに20時間労働で休日なしは少々きつかった。
Just a little bit, Laharl. Hilariously, that's kind of what's expected from you in medical school and as a doctor, right? So
そんな重労働させるから夜逃げされるんですよ。
I'm sure there are many other professions. It's just that are like that. Just, I know that being a doctor is one of them.
いえ、
I don't know anything. No? What are you talking about?
殿下。なんだ。そんなに心配しなくても、あいつらなら大丈夫っすよ。俺様は心配などしておらん。だが、家来に逃げられたとあっては、魔王のメンツに関わる。だから、消えたプリニーどもを探してやることにするのだ。仕方なくな。
It's not actually that I mind you leaving. It's just that I don't want people to know that you left. That's a problem.
ひどいですら、ハールさん。そんな言い方しなくても。まあまあ、フロンちゃん。あれは殿下の照れ隠しなんだから。
What's with people constantly coming up with like alternative explanations for our actions? Why can't you just accept it at face value?
多分。
Stop projecting, man. Alrighty, I guess we're off to find some printies that we don't really care about. And before this, we just hunted down a whole bunch of zombies we didn't really care about either. Like, why are we running around doing everybody's busy work? Maybe someday it will all make sense to me. Anyway, that will do us for now. Beginning of Chapter 8, end of Episode 10, we're on here. Thanks for tuning in. As for next time, I'm not sure. I feel like I kind of want to do an intermission episode. I think there's some things I want to try and do in the Dark Assembly, but I'm not 100% certain. I might also do some item world stuff. So I'm considering like a 10B sort of intermission episode here. I mean, there's also item stuff because we've got a rank 5 shop, hypothetically, but we only actually have rank 3 items. You combine that also with the fact that eventually... Let's see, do I have any? So I think I covered this last episode, question mark? But... I had a sword where I had unlocked some statisticians on it, which gave, bonus experience to anything I killed, and it's a bit obnoxious that I sold those, because I want to get 300 statisticians unlocked to help with power leveling. Like, I want to do that eventually, just not necessarily right now, but eventually. But I feel that the easiest way that that's going to happen is by buying relatively low-level stuff and going into them and unlocking the statisticians that way. And that being the case, I should probably then go ahead and, like, possibly even lower the item shop, the shop level, than buy, just, like, constantly open and close the item shop. I mean, like, flipping in here, not this one. So if you look on the right, I'm looking at the bonus tab, right? It says Magic Vest, Rarity Level, Population, HP, SP, Attack, Defense, Intelligence, Speed, Hit, Resistance, Add, like, does, stat effects, so, like, gives you resistances or adds status-inducing effects to a weapon, and then bonus, and bonus is things that are just on there. So, like, this Magic Vest has 15 statisticians in it, which is pretty awesome. It's pretty expensive as a base item, right? Like, this is 23,000 for 15 statisticians. And I feel like I could probably find stuff up here in the cheaper range that has statisticians on it. So that's going to just be like probably a solid hour of just opening and closing the shop and buying statisticians. So I think I'll skip over that. But yeah, so there might be an episode 10B here and there might not. But stay tuned. Join me next time. Episode 11, we will be moving forward with the campaign and going to find ourselves some printies and see what they're up to. Alright, everyone have a great day, /week, /whatever, and I will see you next time.